All right, everyone, well, welcome back. And we are fresh off all of the action from UFC 279. So, look, I mean, we got to start from the top and go down. So, Nate Diaz submits Tony Ferguson at the beginning of the fourth early on. So, look, good win for Nate. To be honest, I think both of them looked a little bit past it, if I'm being honest, from my perspective. It was a good fight, but they're both clearly towards tail end of their careers. So in some ways that made this a better main event than what was originally scheduled, but good win for Nate. Sounds like he's going to move on and go do something else. So probably the last time we see him in the UFC.
Yeah, I think Nate, like I said to you off camera, I think this fight, if that fight had happened 2011, you're looking at an all-time classic. I think,
Yeah,
in my opinion, I mean, those two guys are cut from the same cloth.
yeah.
Diaz and Ferguson. They're never going to quit. They're never going to give up. They're always, they're the same caliber of guys. So, had that fight happened 2011, could have been a classic, but still an entertaining fight for what it's worth. I mean, you made a good point. Like, that's probably the first pay-per-view main event that's ever happened.
Dudes are on losing streaks.
You've had both guys on losing streaks, and you know what? It's a feel. I like both guys. I love Tony. I love Diaz. I love both of them. After what Diaz went through, getting matched with Khamzat and going through all that to get the win, submission, holds the arm up on. That's a big fuck you to Dana White.
Yeah,
and that is poetic justice in my opinion. And that's I'm happy for it. But
yeah, it was a very feel good moment, very good feel good moment. But then on to a not so feel good moment. Khamzat Chimaev dominates Kevin Holland and submits him with a dust trick early in the first. So look, okay, a few things. I'll just be quick and rattle off my thoughts on this, and then I want to hear what you think. But firstly, regardless of the fact that the fight was changed, he should have been fined. He should have been fined a percentage of his purse, because if this was any other fighter, that's what would have happened.
Yeah.
Second of all, I think after seeing that, I still do think, because Kevin Holland was doing some good things. He was doing some good Granby rolls. He was actually scrambling really well in the beginning. So after watching that, I actually think there are some positions some people could pose issues to Khamzat in 185. I thought his post-fight was pretty atrocious. And I know there's a language barrier, but being like, oh, I don't care about the weight miss, blah, blah, blah. And I get it. You're hyped up, adrenaline, all that. But yeah, look, not the greatest fight week for Khamzat Chimaev. There are a lot of boos in there. So what did you think?
Yeah, same. I mean, it was fucking impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Kevin Holland is,
legitimate.
Kevin Holland.
He's legit.
The question behind Khamzat when he was coming up was, can he face legitimate competition and still do the same thing? And that was very impressive. Kevin Holland is very legitimate. He has striking. He just didn't even that is the fourth fight of Khamzat's career where he hasn't absorbed a single strike, which is very, very impressive in an organization like the UFC, the best in the world, are fighting there, especially a guy like Kevin Holland. So
yeah,
I do think. I mean, Khamzat. I don't understand it, to be honest. I actually don't understand him. Like had he been more professional about it and gone, I fucked up, blah blah blah. I think, and I know he's not there to win fans and stuff like that, but it's not a great look. And then, like, obviously you could hear Joe keep asking him, like, look, are you going to fight at 170, 185? What's going on? Because you can't fight at 170 for the belt if you're going to come in at 8 pounds over.
Yeah.
So where to for Khamzat? You made
Paulo
a good
Costa.
point. I think you could do Paulo Costa definitely at 185. The only thing is it kind of makes it a bit rocky if he's going to chase a 170-pound title and he's fighting at 180, 185, wants to go back and forth. He's ranked number 3 at welterweight. If I'm being honest, I like the Paulo Costa matchup. I like your idea. And I'm for that. What I think they'll do is I'd imagine you'd do Colby Covington versus Khamzat Chimaev, because I think you're going to get Leon Edwards, Usman, maybe April, May next year, and then you don't want Khamzat waiting 9 months, 10 months.
You think Dana's going to trust him though with another welterweight weigh-in for a main or co-main? Because this wasn't just a half-pound miss. This was an 8.5 pound miss.
No, but it's the first time he's missed by that much. So I think like Costa missed by 20 pounds for his last 185-pound fight, and eventually made it 205, and Dana was like, "No, he's going to light heavyweight now," and he's still got a shot at middleweight. So I think
Yeah,
he'll
but
still
the
get another
rest
shot
of
at
the
one.
rest of the card didn't get stuffed with that. That's the thing with that, I think, is that the rest of the card got
No,
stuffed.
but I think that he'll understand and they'll work it out somehow. It's Khamzat. I think he wants him there as a
Mm.
contender for one.
Yeah. Well, look, moving on, we'll kind of just breeze through the rest of the fights because these were sort of the main headliners. But look, Li Jingliang, D-Rod, sorry, was a good fight, but I
I
thought
thought they.
Li Jingliang won. That seems to be the common consensus as well. Not dominant, but I thought he won. And I thought he looked really good, to be honest, with everything that went on with all the changes.
Yeah.
Irene Aldana and Macy Chiasson. I mean, strange finish, weird finish. I can't recall seeing that sort of finish before, but I mean, look, just go show you there's a million ways to win, a million ways to lose in MMA. And then look, Johnny Walker, I thought he looked good on the ground. I think I said to you though, he needs to work on his defensive wrestling like a lot. But funny fact about that, John Kavanagh ended up getting kicked out of the arena.
Really?
And Johnny Walker, Johnny Walker and John Kavanagh ended up getting kicked out of the arena after that fight. Don't know why yet, but so that'll be interesting, and I'm sure Connor's going to be a big fan of that. But then look, honestly, my standout for this card was a fighter on the prelims, actually, which was Jailton Almeida. I thought he looked great. And then Julian Erosa as well looked good. But overall, a solid card. I'd give it a 6.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit flat to me, and there was a lot of stuff that went on.
I'll give it a 7 only because it was Diaz and Ferguson, and that's getting me liking that. But I will say, just for the Leach fight, just quickly touch on that. I just don't understand. I still will never understand why they won't do more draw rounds, because if they called that a draw, I'm happy with that. Because I thought Leach won the fight. I definitely thought Leach won, but if you're going to give it to D-Rod, a lot of people thought Leach won. A lot of people thought D-Rod won. Like, the second round was close as shit. Like, the third round, bit of back and forth. It was very close. Either way, a great fight. And I don't
know why the crowd was booing. I didn't think it was a bad fight. I thought it was a pretty good, like, it wasn't a barn burner, but I thought it was a good fight. There was some good technical stuff going on in there. They were cracking each other. But I mean, look, we've gone on ad nauseum on our show about judging. It's a problem, and it's going to continue to be a problem. But look, overall, pretty good card. And look, comment below, guys, and let us know where you think everyone goes next from here. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And we will catch you guys in the next episode.
Peace.